Welcome to Loleventvods. Watch the highlights of today's First Stand 2025 matchup.
He starts up because so many CFO plays really do follow him.
Yeah, it definitely does. Generally, it's not going to go too well for him, but still is able to push him away from the wave and also thin out the wave a little bit. Not able to do it enough, though, as now here comes the entire party. The flash on into Zeus. He's just going to flash away up the wave, as now the Harpoon here on the rest, but he's still in a 1v3. We do have Peanut trying to make his way up, but I think it's going to be a little bit too little too late. This should be first blood onto one of these guys. Is finally the level up, but it doesn't matter. First blood does go over to Jinja, and again, this guy is making him right at the beginning of the game.
Oh, here we go, though.
Honku! Oh, no, he's the one getting bullied. He's only 17, getting dove into the turret. A lot of stories going on, a lot of 1v1ing, and a lot of pressure onto Honku when Delight does come up, as the grubs have been started. But now Jinja looking for a play on the bottom side potentially, as the equalizer will be used to thin out the wave. And that should stop the dive from happening right now, but he could look at it in just a bit.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting because HLE had the ward on Dragon, and since they are on Grubs and they had vision of Dragon, they're like, okay, Zeus, you know, there's probably extra pressure coming your way because they're not like trading immediately. So Zeus, really nice job there. Ults the wave, he clears it out, he gets out of there this time, so he doesn't allow himself to be that target. And because of the timing window, fully Grubs are already done, and since CFO were kind of looking for that, they didn't go for the Dragon and try and immediately burn it down. And when the extra experience of Grubs is just so big for junglers, so Peanut already to the level 6 here on Vi, and so it is just full power, and they're going to get both of the first neutral objectives for HLE, which, if we go back to Champ Select, and we're talking about the power of this HLE comp to push the timings of this game with their dive potential, and as well, the bottom lane, Viper opts to just use his first arrow for lane dominance and health trade. But Peanut's up top side, and there's the ult.
Yeah, there we go. That's the Rumble and the Vine. You see Jinja's here. He's like, what do? I can't go in. I can't really get out. Here is now. He doesn't quite have the clone. Has to go for the Cyclone. Is now. We see Honku is making his way up, maybe trying to look for a 2v2, but Jinja is already so low. Honku going to push them over the wall. Peanut is quite low himself, but the last hit, he is going to take down the jungler of CFO, and now Honku all alone, and even Sekka's going to get the first roam on up, as he does come in and clean up the kill. So CFO trying to help out the brother. Only 10 minutes in, they're more than 2,000 gold ahead.
All right.
Maybe this is the opportunity, as that is not support Karma, but still she's only got a lost chapter. Can she do anything? As here comes the equalizer. Rest is already almost dead, as Peanut and Viper are here, and they're even going to use the cease and desist into Doggo, as there's nowhere for him to go. They hand over the kill to Viper.
Pace, I think, by like 15 minutes maybe?
Yeah. We're in the stratosphere now.
Maybe 20 minutes. CFO, though, trying to get some gold wherever they can. Of course, you know, you're going to lose a lot of objectives after you lose, you know, multiple players, you know, in the same sequence. So, yes, it is going to be a very quick 6 grubs for HLE. And Zeus was able to mine some turret plate money off the bottom side by a very quick...
The have already gone over to Life Esports, as they have gotten the first 3 objectives, both sets of grubs and the first dragon, alongside of all the kills, of course. But they really want just the one dragon, but Delight's presence alone is enough to push them away, at least for now. We'll see if CFO actually do make a play for this dragon and stake their claim over this one. Life Esports might just give it over and say, hey, we want the turret instead, but Peanut is keeping watch.
Yeah, I wouldn't give anything.
Oh, gonna hit the clone. Nice clone here, but at the same time, you're not gonna have that engaged now as they go in onto the Wukong, and Jinja, there's just nowhere for him to go. They just go all in onto him, and the follow-up is there. Karmine can't get away from Viper, but Viper will let him go. CFO, Honku, he's trapped. He wants to make something of this. He goes in for the sweep, as now maybe something, maybe one kill can go over to CFO, but the answer is absolutely not in this fight at least, as Rest also will be baited into it and goes down. The 0-3 Karma and the 0, as they have been given the majority of the plates in this one. As now, CFO trying to fight over this area of the map as well, maybe looking for the Rift Herald, but you see Life Esports going in for the fight once again. They want Jinja, they're not quite going to get him, as he does get out here, but the follow-up in onto Honku, and that's a Yone. Zika's like, thank you very much, I'll get into that fight if you'd like me to. As the sweep came in, he just goes back to his Unbound Soul, and CFO just have to run away injured. As
They
we do
spy a bird.
They do spy a bird here, as Honku should be going down as well. And you can see this lane economy snapshot powered by MasterCard is it's just growing larger and larger for the side of Honku.
Go over to Karma.
And by the way, Honku's just dying in live as this is happening. That is now his 5th death, unfortunately, for our young rookie player. See how Honku died this time.
Zeka this time was bird watching from the brush. He goes in, and we saw an Ash Arrow kind of make a little preview across the screen there too. But to push these games so quickly and farm kills, but Kaiwing wants to go back to the snap.
You see Zeka actually tried to Q3 over the wall there. Kaiwing is going to headbutt him back into the Cyclone, but that's just a dead Wukong instead. Zeka going 1v4. Surely he goes down here to these 3 as he gets a 3-man knockup once again, and finally the Swilly take down the Yone as Delight is side lane pushing with his buddies as they look for more and more objectives.
It's okay though. That's shutdown number 2, Valdez. They got another one. Zeka is good for 1 in the 4v1, as he kills Jinja, who went back over with very low HP. And you already kind of mentioned that their base took a little hit, a slight hit.
It's just 1 inhibitor out of the 3, so it's not even more than half.
It's a little drafty down there being open, but Peanut caught on the blue buff.
Yes, caught.
Really caught?
Totally caught unawares here as his brothers Viper and Delight help him out. We got the TP coming in. Doggo is just pretty much dead beat in this one. Dies to the Vi as meanwhile Viper's kiting it out against 2. It just gets worse from here as even Zeka is adding insult to injury. They didn't need Zeus this time as he was just TPing to the top side. They look for the Karma as well. Rest probably survives here, I say, as in goes Peanut flashing for the kill onto Rest. He is not done just yet as Peanut will go down and Rest will survive for now.
That's one of those plays where it's like, well, if Delight's going to flash for it, then I'm going to that damage. First step, take over the jungle behind Baron as we prep the rift.
I love how CFR are not backing down from anything. Kaiwing's like, you want to go? Let's fight, buddy. As meanwhile, 3 people are going to get ulted by Zeka, and it just doesn't matter as he's just flexing on them right now.
No, it is the bird.
It is the bird. And, the Yone ultimate cooldown is pretty low. Zeka might not even need it, but the golden arm guard is going to come out here as now. Zeka, did he get baited into the fight by himself? As meanwhile, Zeus and Viper are also coming up here. And Jinji is like, okay, I have escorted my team away from this one. We want to back away. But here comes Delight, and now the equalizer is pretty nice on top of Rest, and Honku. Honku is so low in this one, and Doggo, he eased over the wall as the fight is very much broken up. Jinja is going to be going down as well. 3 people left, and the ult is back up here for Zeka. And he's going to catch Rest as well. Honku just trying to get away from this one, just trying to survive. But Zeus says, no, I want more blood. I haven't had enough kills here as he picks up his 5th. I think Hololive Esports will just take the Nexus now, Gobi.
Okay, so no Baron in this game. No Baron at all. HLE looking to take a dominant game number 1.
Yeah, this one was a game of League of Legends that we did have. 12,000 gold the lead as Hololive Esports dominates CFO here in game number 1. It was an absolute crushing defeat. We'll see if they can come back in game number 2.
The Zed gets fed, then it's just like the Kindred's always worried for its life. He doesn't have his top lane priority, and his mid lane's getting pushed in too, but he goes for the smite fight.
Yeah, that's going to go the way of Peanut here, and Peanut is not scared to go for the fight, especially with the Zed, but he's actually losing the fight here. He goes for the heal. He flashes away, but Jinja still going to get it. He does give the kill over to Zeka, though, who will pick up double buff, as now Honku low on mana. Zeka, he's on the hunt. As he doesn't have much more than a shuriken, though. He's eating stones straight to the face. There you go, Honku, with 1 final Q. Last one was left for them. You mentioned the situation where they didn't want to go for it. Level 6 Zed, though, still going to put on that pressure. The Ignite is coming in. Zeka, 1 last auto. Doesn't need it, as down will go Honku. And that,
as we said, it was going to be Vladimir, scaling nicely with a nice little free lane for himself. And really the scary part is going to be later on after Zeus has farmed up and joins with the team. And then you've got, how do you deal with a dive of a Vladimir and a Zed? Well, Kindred Ultimate can stall, but it is still going to be very scary for them. So Peanut immediately on over to the Dragon as well, and keep those ones rolling.
Yeah, it's very true. I mean, you think about their team fight, it's
On
very
top
much.
side, this is a Vladimir that does have flash, and I wonder if he used Pool already. Nope.
Oh, there's the pool. Kaiwing not going to hit the stun on this one, but he is at least going to land the E onto him. Kaiwing does take a bunch of that damage, so very nicely done in the dive. The Vlad, not much he can do.
That for defense.
Speaking of offensive ultimates, as in goes Zeka once again, as there is the Kindred ultimate just barely to save his life. Peanut failing on the dive, but he is going to stay alive, and it might not be a fail at the end of it all. As Zaku comes in, Viper, though, will be traded out, as at least Viper got the kill.
Viper in range of tower by hovering against the wall long enough that he still gets his counter kill.
Yeah, so Peanut did smite away one of the grubs here as they go in for the fight. They're not going to hit all too much, but everybody else groups into the rel. Here comes Doggo from the top side, though. Zeka going in for the dive once. Junja not going to get him just yet. So many low health bars here on the side of CFO, and Peanut is going to get away. Here comes Zeus over the wall, just going to pull the shove, and will not take the damage, but does take the follow-up. One Q might save him, but it's not going to happen as Honkyu lives against Zeka, who misses the shuriken. Here comes Doggo, flashing on into a Zed, not scared of anything, but guess what? The R is up, and it's available again! Zeka goes for it again! Gets the kill! And the last auto from Peanut finishes it!
Beautiful stuff there. What a fun one. Are you not entertained? Thank you for the entertainment,
so entertained.
Angeli. Thank you for the entertainment, both teams here. Okay. Grub fight is not fair, because only one of them is a
I think we
jungler.
missed something, Kobe. There's a Gragas in the top lane. Meanwhile, there is a dive onto a Rel. Delight wants to turn it around, but he's not going to be able to. Oh, he's going to have to pop that ultimate just to stay alive. Now Zeka 1v4, but he's not scared. He's moving into them, looking to do a bit of extra damage. He's got Peanut on the way, but yeah, nice dive from the side of CFO. Once again, will pick up a kill.
And HLE also still retaining control of the map.
Yeah, they certainly are doing just that. This Mountain Drake going to go the way of HLE, so that is going to be their second Drake.
Away, but everybody was looking at the mini-map there. And this is the adventures of Driver.
Yeah, he is driving a little bit off course
Can try
here.
and pull together, a five-person play. They do have Talia ultimate and the teleport kind of soon coming up for Honkyu. Looks like he's going to run his way or surf his way up the river to make this attempted play. Of course, Zeus does have his teleport, so Vladimir could also join.
Yeah, it looks like he might just do that. Here's the wall, there's the TP, and a very nice engage comes in from Delight once again, but the Kindred ult is there to try to save them. They're all invulnerable. The follow-up comes in from the Vlad, though, as Zeus gets the big kill on that backline. We do see Zeus just running in their backline, getting so much down, and Driver looking for Peanut, but he's not quite going to be able to get it down. He just pops away on the Mega Blast Cone, and Driver is all alone here, 1v2. Peanut is very low, although he is kind of kiting him out here, kind of playing with the Gragas a little bit. Gonna eat a Q, though. He just kind of sits there and throws stuff at him, and the Vlad doesn't care at all.
Well, getting richer by the seconds. Split pushing bottom while they go for the dragon fight here, Jinja.
Oh, the engage not gonna land there from the side of Kaiwing, and there you go. Peanut, another Empower Q gonna hit him as the Riptail pushing on in, and Zeus is just looking for the dive. Driver has to flash away from it, but even the ult nearly takes his head off, as Driver at this moment does not quite exist in the side lane. In goes Delight, maybe a little bit sideways there, as down he will go. Jinja nearly pays for it, but does throw in the ult, as Zeka looking for the dive, does pop away, as will that Ignite get the kill? The shurikens flying around him. Whenever you see the scary vampire
Or go
guy,
right to this face.
I mean, this is the thing. He's got a slow onto Zeus. Zeus, he's got help. He's got Peanut here, and heals come in. He flashes into the two of them. It's just like, why did you bait me into this one? I gotta flash away now. And Driver,
a lot of ages too to get that extra level.
He'll catch up a little bit. The Ruinous Otacon will be taken pretty unceremoniously here by Homolife Esports, as it is spotted by a blue trinket. But nobody's actually going to approach this on the side of CFO. So they just give it up. Flowers will be taken here by Homolife Esports. And just think about what that's going to do for the extra levels, the extra
you
damage.
think all HLE have to do is just make more time around this dragon. And eventually, maybe we'll look for a smite fight here or something. But Zeus is teleporting in, so run!
Oh my God!
Run!
Wait, Doggo, you're going the wrong way. He runs towards the Vlad. They're trying to take down the light, but they all get grouped up into the Rel instead. And you know what? Vlad loves when you're grouped up against it. Finally, Jinja gonna throw out the Kindred ultimate, but who really cares about that? He survives for a bit longer, but the rest of the team just dies alongside of him. And Hamalite Esports will take the fight and the dragon. And it's looking like a 2 here today, Kobe.
Yeah, and the Baron, I'll wager.
Might as well. And just gonna go for the Baron here, Hamalite Esports. You were reckoning that probably they would take down this objective. Kaiwing now ultless, with his Solar Flare on cooldown, trying to just walk his way in as, yeah, Jinja not even able to get in range. So that is just going to be a free Baron over to the side of Hamalite Esports, and CFO now a bit caught, going to do a combo onto a Vlad, but you know, Talia, not very good against the Vlad, I'll tell you that, as in goes Zeus. He's got backup for the team, the triple kill comes in from Zeus, and he's looking for a bit more, as, yeah, they're just going to get that kill over to Viper instead, as it is the ace from the side of Hamalite, and that might just be the game right here, right now.
Certainly will be, right through the top lane. HLE with Baron, with the Dragon Soul, looking at the 2-0 clean victory.
A very clean one at that, and they did it with a Vladimir top and a Zed in the mid lane. If you missed this game, definitely go ahead and check out the replay because it was a very fun one with those 2 picks. A super dominance game from Hamalite Esports as they continue to prove that they are the tournament favorites here. Question. I feel like this comp, you know, the Viego definitely an interesting choice. There weren't a lot of the shot does come in, and Kaliss desperate to try to get in on this one as Kanavi will be stunned into the wall. Do they have the damage to take him down though is the question. As in comes Vladdy, Kanavi gets the reset, but the double knockup comes in from Vladdy, and there will be a couple on the board here for KC already. And there you go, another stun into the wall. KC pick up 4 kills in the first fight.
The Vladdy diff, the mid roam.
Just do this sometimes. They will not back down from a fight, and sometimes it really comes back to bite them. And big credit to KC. I mean, Yike is everywhere right now. The stuns in the wall have been used. The stun, the flash forward, Vladdy picks up another one. As here comes Viego. Kanavi's like, well, I gotta get something out of this, and at least he does get the 1 kill. Bit of poke down. But yeah, here comes Yike, and Yike, level 5. We're gonna go through the wall here. Jackie Love incredibly low as they try to move forward and take the fight once again. They want the reset here on Jackie, and he will be able to pick it up. Can he get a second one? Not going to happen this time. The flash from Crisp. At least he gets the 1 kill. And Yike, well, he's able to set up the gank at least.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, Yike ganks bottom, but they lose 2, and they're losing Void Grubs while this happens.
Yeah.
TES.
Well, nice little knock up here on Chris, but it's not really, I mean, he's got his wall, so he could look to dive this one, but doesn't know exactly where the Callista is. If he's timing this correctly, you should know that Jack.
We do see the reset, and Yike takes away the Dragon, so they do end up trading the KC are still massively ahead.
The wall comes in. Jackie's in so much trouble again. And that one is going to go to Targamas, unfortunately, but they're just setting up.
Look at it. Oh, this is actually the beginning, the 2v3 here. So again, you know, showing your gank bottom, and then since TES bottom lane both have flashes, Jackie's like, I'm going for it. I can get the Ren reset. He almost gets Kaliss. It isn't the end of the world that he doesn't, because Chris has flash, and so he can invest it there.
Going to spot the roam coming up. As now Targamas, he might be the one to pay, as the handshake does come in. The stun into Jackie Love is not going to be enough. Yike does show his face, but not on time. But yeah.
Oh, damn. KC have a lot more ways. Well, wait a second here. We've got the reset.
Yeah, kind of just jumped into that one. To the skies he goes, and well, to the ground he will go as well. Pretty easy setup on that gank, as he thought he was safe. The rest of his team was in the river. Wasn't meant to be.
They've got teleport on Aurora too, so TS could have numbers advantage. They teleport Aurora in.
They're gonna teleport her in. You can see that KC, that they get the 1 grub and they get out, so at least they get 1, but it's just the 1. So not quite that many stacked up for them. It will be 5 for the side of TES. You saw the Ash Arrow coming up. You saw the Karma, the Skarner nearby. And now Cream in a bit of trouble himself. He is going to take the aggro. He's taking a bunch of rocks to the face. That was another bonus rock from Yike, but it's not going to land, as the Aurora can be quite slippery. Here comes a wall. Chris was in the brush. He is going to have to flash away from that one after the handshake. just to make
desynced on the resets for TES because Jackie Love's reset was a little delayed here.
Yeah.
So they're gonna have to mess around and like try and delay or something to buy some more time. And honestly, it looks like they're gonna try and show here a little bit of threat and see how delayed they can make it.
Yeah, I mean, the threat is in. We'll see what this comes down to. Kanavi's not in range to smite that one as, oh, he pulls him into the wall, right as Cream, and a massive impale comes down as well, but in goes 369 to that back line. Should be able to take out Kalisz, but a couple of kills do go the way of KC. You see Kana and Yike, though, low on health. Jackie Love once more. He'll get the one, and Kanavi gets the other, so it will be top esports to actually get a punish. We got a fight in live, actually. The tether comes down. That's a shutdown going the way of Vladdy. You saw that he got caught under the turret down. I mean, if that arrow wasn't there, he's probably alive. As the impale over the wall, that's going to be a big issue for Crisp, as Yike is having a big game tonight.
Really want to use it. They want to use that collector, so he's immediately going to force. He's the one with the 2-item power spikes. He is the only one with the 2-item power spike in the game, and so he immediately goes out to Rift Herald. KC are actually coming on over to it at the moment, but a little bit slow there, so just kind of watching here, looking very aggressively in through enemy territory. 369.
Yeah, just going for the 1v1 here. It's a very long lane down on the bottom side, and the chase potential is pretty huge. He dodges the ult, though. Very nicely done by Kana to get away from this one. Can he survive is still the question. We got a big impale down on the, well, up on the top side jungle as Jackie Love up against the wall. Tries to dash over it. It's not going to be enough. The shutdown goes to Yike, and Vladdy still on the chase. Cream going to find an angle on the back line. At least Case takes down Kalisz, but Cream in a bit of trouble himself as Yike is on the chase. He will have to go for the flash just to try to survive. And this might just be the longest chase of the tournament so far. Even a TP committed to just to make sure he absolutely goes down. As Vladdy should be given the kill here at the very end if he can hit the Q. One more auto could do it as he goes to Miz, and yeah, Vladdy does take down the kill. Meanwhile, Kana just taking another turret in the top lane.
Nice play. See what kind of chase down.
Vladdy in a bit of trouble. Oh, the Mbessa over the wall. Couldn't see that one coming, and that is a shutdown. See that. 369, Kanavi, and Cream all ahead on XP. Kanavi just kind of running into the darkness as the Death Brush comes in. Casey going to get big win off of that one. Jackie Love trying to hop away. He's got the bailout. He has to go forward, but now we've even got the impale coming in. That's a third kill for the side of KC. 369 and Cream just running away, and it's a triple for Kana, as we have the ult coming in and the flash forward, but that is Aurora.
Tries kill Kanavi, the fed jungler, and they chain it into not one, but 2 objectives. Huge play here for KC. This completely changes the game.
Esports not really in position to follow up on that. So now top Esports is going to go for the dragon. Okay. Everybody dodges that arrow. In comes the wall as well. Top Esports just abandoning ship for now. They said, well, a lot of ults used from the side. As now the flash forward, Yike! He gets the pick on the Cream! It's a free Aurora, just like that, and it should be the Mountain Soul unless Kanavi gets the steal down. It's not going to be easy for him. Not up against the Skarner. It's a 5v4 as well. Jackie Love just took a massive hit to the face with the shock blast. 369, he's just going in. He's just going to send it and make some space for Jackie Love. In goes the Mbessa. Kana on the flank is massive. Going to take down that back line as well. Kanavi, he wants one itty-bitty reset, but he's not going to get it. And even Crisp is on the run as well. This is a full ace to the side of KC, plus the Mountain Soul. They might finally do it here.
Welcome to First Stand.
Casey just trying to hold on to control. There's the arrow, there's the wall. He's going to cast Crisp up against it. As the knockup, not the right way. Yike, not going to land his own impale. Now he's being kited out just a little bit. Cream, though, doesn't quite have the damage. Not even able to get through the Mountain Soul shield. And the volley gets the kill after all of that. And Cream is
objective here. That's going to be the Baron on top of their mount. Wait, Kanavi's going?
He's going in. The seismic shove not going to hit, though. TP also utilizes a lot of damage not being put into the Baron, but they're just trying to escort Kanavi away from it.
45 again?
Might just work out. The Mbessa ult not going to hit, as Vladdy does have to flash that one. In goes 369, though. He wants a bit more. The turn off the Baron. They already got the Baron. Did KC, and Jackie Love's going to go down. The bailout not there, and Kalisz is unstoppable. Yes, Kalisz will go down, but it doesn't quite matter. KC are too far ahead.
They certainly... Pushing away on bottom side, but they get hit.
not number 7. Oh, no, it's number 7. There he goes once again. That kill's going to be given over to Kalist. As Cream now 1 and 7, Kana just split pushing. He's got Baron, and the pressure is just too much. More than 6,000 gold to lead for Karmine Corp.
All that's left is to close the siege. They've got 4-1 split push. They're already inside. Mid tower's going down. TES grasping at Kana.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to try. They might just be able to. The Zambesa pretty fed, and they do take him down. Jackie Love gets the shutdown. And look at Kalist. He's just in the base, hitting the Nexus turrets, giving them thumbs up. The rest of the team is just zoned away from him as he takes away their base. Jackie Love gonna pull in Crisp, but who cares about that? They're just killing your Nexus as this is happening. 369 wants to try to stop them, but the knockup is huge. And the Ambessa, will he get a reset? Yes, he will. Uh-oh, KZ, you gotta get out of there now. As the reset comes in for 369 and the chase is on. Vladdy will get Jackie Love actually, but he's not going to get all too much more. Gets a double kill, which is more than onto the Talia. Generally not a good thing to do. Gets punished for it. And yeah, the other Drake. We'll see if they actually started it up, but they're in the bush, and another one comes in as the Resurrect on the GA. Can they get the follow-up kill? The ult, the Heartbreaker used by Kanavi just to survive. But can they even challenge the Elder Drake is the real question.
Well, I think they're certainly going to try because they have full scent on every other fight, and all they can do is just send again. Kanavi and Cream both on the flank this time around instead of just single one like last time.
The wall, pretty good. Gonna push those other guys out of this one. The damage is big, and Kanavi's zoned away. They don't have a smite. It's Elder Dragon to Karmine Corp, and now 369 is on the run. Well, he has to go in. He can't quite get out. Can't take down Kalist. And now only a couple of guys on the run. Cream as well, being zoned away by Kana. As he has to go in, but that's not the right direction. Takes his 8th death in this one. And in goes Yank as well. The chase potential of the Skarner is huge. They want to take down Jackie. The flash comes in. They already killed Crisp, and that is going to do it. The ace is there for Karmine Corp, and they will get their first win here up against Top Esports.
And a big one here in game number 1. Starting the momentum for themselves, KC. Remember the beginning of the game as well.
And you're there with the Yone, you're there with the Leona ultimate, all pressuring these double 80 carries.
Motions there. Yeah, I thought Kanavi was going to be able to go through and keep up the invade.
For sure. Well, we got a bit of a fight down here. Yike, level 3, he's already in the bot lane looking for something. The cleanse comes out from Jackie, but that actually hit Crisp as he's in a bit of trouble. And he doesn't have his flash. Down he will go, first blood. Yike is going to proxy the wave for now.
Yeah, another visit towards bottom lane.
Gonna make it happen, and guess what? There's no flashes down here for their side for Jackie Love. There's the root onto the Ash, and it's just another kill, and this time he's able to give it over to Kalist.
The camp from TES, in their reaction to that, they teleport 369 down to bottom lane.
Well, he TPs into a pretty terrifying situation. He has to blow his flash there just to get away. And yeah, they're gonna be able to collect that. Top Esports are gonna get these grubs here. All 3 of them, you know, combination for the side. As now we got a big trade down here, but guess who's here again? It's Yike in the mid lane, trying to get it down onto Cream, who is just going to flash away.
Off the grubs in order to rotate through mid lane, and they did get the flash from Vladdy, but his ult will be coming back off of cooldown, so KC making their rotation, matching the move on over to the bottom side of the map, and they'll be able to get their dragon as well. Recall goes off there Crisp actually cancels it, but nobody gonna stick around to actually contest the objective, so they will get their first dragon.
Yeah, first dragon on the board here. And you just go ahead and reset. Looks like Kanavi gonna make a return here to the grubs, and 369 having the prio on top side and the reset coming off of the dragon. It does look like Top Esports will get 5 in game number 2.
All right, quite nice for that pushing on the side lane. Some turret
to the Varus, which made it very easy for the chains to hit. As yeah, that's going to be a bunch of CC in a Kanavi who just wanted to do his red buff, but he met up with so many members of Karmine Corp. As now he goes down. The big ult though is going to hit 2. As one of them does get shielded, he takes down the Leona. And that is about it. It's just the definitely want to stake their claim on this objective, and you can see that TES just moving entirely away from it, as Kana has gotten the message. He says, okay, abandon ship, I'm already pretty low. And it's stolen, the Scuttle Crab, by Kalisz very casually, just like, yeah, what's up, thanks for the free gold, buddy.
Dude, he's been getting gold all over the map this game, as we have a little bit of a scuffle on that side, but in the end, it's still going to be bottom tower solo gold.
DES away from the Dragon. Meanwhile, we've got 369. That's a World Ender committed to, actually, as Kana looks to get that down. As now the Karthus ultimate coming in. Kana in a bit of trouble. The slow comes in. He has to flash this, but I don't know if he's getting away. Has to dodge the first Q, though. Those 369 as, yeah, he gets away to join the Chemtech fight.
All right, so KC, they grab their Dragon number 2, and Jackie's got to get out of it. So it's Crisp.
They're getting so much more off of this. I mean, the Crisp kill, they might get Cream as well. In goes Vladdy, and he's just opening up more space for Kalisz as one auto gets it down. He doesn't need to hit his
ultimate, and Kalisz going forward. He got so much money this game. Ezreal time. Wait, 369. 369 doing a lot of work still. He's surrounded.
369, was he baited? Well, he's not going to be hit by that one. Vladdy might want a little bit more. He's got the shields. Will he get the support? Yes, he will. The Q3 and a shutdown for the Yone. And
Kalisz able to wait.
Live. Kana's getting bullied a bit, but is it a bait at the end of it all? Cream, he wants a bit more, but Crisp actually is the one that gets chunked out big time. Kana does as well. He doesn't have his TP. You can see Kalisz wants the follow-up, and Crisp isn't able to do anything. Cream can't help him out. It's just a free support for Kalisz here on the Ezreal.
I mean, it's just such a dream situation to play the Ezreal with the Ivern doing so well as... okay, wait. Can they poke them off here beforehand? I mean, 15 seconds still left on Crisp. There's no way he's getting back, and 369 is walking.
And Kanavi low on mana. Oh, Targamas, he's stuck in the damage from the Otacon, but they have the redemption, the miss on the Yone ultimate, and now they're going to have to pull off of this one. Way too much damage done to Vladdy. Kana again being bullied. And TES, they might want a bit more. Depends on their vision. Vladdy does have TP. They're going to go for this Otacon. And will Karmine Corp commit to the fight afterwards? They need to TP Vladdy in if they're going to, but it's getting incredibly low. Yikes, still in the area. But they do a good job of zoning him away with the Mega Gnar. The smite is early, but it...
it's GA. It's a revival.
One pick off, but they're already taking so much. As meanwhile, we got a 1v1 on the top side with the unfair redemption to help out, but also the unfair Karthus ult. Will it do enough? No, they really want to use this... well, they don't even have the Otacon buff anymore, so they're just going to start it and look to turn.
They know Vladdy has to walk.
Now Vladdy's got to walk. We'll see if it works out. Crisp is taking a huge amount of damage. Meanwhile, 369 just gets jumped on here. Doesn't have the Mega Gnar. And now they got to pull off of it. Look at this. Maybe a thanks for the leash angle, but no, it's just the team fight going in. The Karthus takes a massive chunk, but Targamas goes down as well. This Aatrox is going man mode, but he's going to be focused as KC. They just take the Baron down instead. They say thank you very much for the leash, and thank you very much for the fight. Cream is getting punched down as well, and it's a massive team fight for Karmine Corp. There are champs that are going to just love the Chemtech Soul, and they have Baron on top of it, so they have so much pressure in mid and bot. It's really not much that top esports can do. It was a very interesting call to try to rush that Baron. It does not pay off at all, and KC's response was exactly correct. They did. He's got 4 items.
Yeah, they've got Confident Kalisz Cloak. They've got split push for Vladdy here towards mid lane with the Baron buff. Gonna be able to take down that tower while the rest of the team continues to apply pressure on the secondary turrets. The inhibitor will fall, but TS, like, it's so hard for them because they're getting poked out by this fed Ezreal from all the money stacks on the Medjais for the extra AP.
Uh-oh. Yeah, Kanavi doesn't even really get to play the game. Meanwhile, the flank is coming in. A massive Yone ultimate on the 2, and they both disappear immediately. And now Cream is zoned away. Karmine Corp are finally at the tournament as they are looking to take the 2-0 over top esports right now.
Huge props to Yike for massive turnaround series for him. Huge props to KC. They're going to get it done.
They're going to get the job done. Kalisz, nope, he's got an Ivern. You thought he was dead? Absolutely not. It is a 2-0. It is a dominant 2-0 from Karmine Corp over top esports tonight.
"18 years old Kalisz on the Ezreal. So much money in this game. Doesn't die.